What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today I'm using a really silly Mew and Iron Boulder team. This Mew has both Fire Pledge and Water Pledge, with 2 Grass Pledge users in Scarf Rillaboom and a Smeargle that's slightly faster than Mew. So what that can do is, when you use Grass Pledge, Mew will immediately act using Water or Fire Pledge. If you click Fire Pledge, it becomes a 150 power fire move that Mew gains stab for. And it sets a sea of fire on the opposite side of the field that will damage anything a little bit at the end of each turn. But the more powerful one is Water Pledge, which when combined with Grass Pledge becomes a grass move at 150 power that Mew will still get stabbed for. And it sets a Swamp, which lowers the opponent's speed to 1/4 for 4 turns, which is way more powerful than Tailwind. So what we do is we set the Swamp, hopefully, if we can get it off, and then Calyrex and Iron Boulder can sweep. We've also got Indeedee here, which can set Psychic Surge if you want an Expanding Force with Mew. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that much, though. I'm going to try to be doing these pledge combos as much as I can. And then this Iron Boulder with Choice Band comes in. So much damage. Mighty Cleave can go through Protect. Psycho Cut, Sacred Sword, Earthquake if you're feeling it. Not so much if you set Grass with Rillaboom, but otherwise Earthquake can do a ton of damage. Just beware that the rest of your team is going to get hurt by that. And Calyrex, it's Ice Tera Icicle Plate with Glacial Lance and Icicle Spear. Icicle Spear might let you down and only get 2 hits, but it's a really strong move. Since you're doubling down on ice damage with Plate and Ice Tera anyway, it's a good single target move to get around Wide Guard. And then the Smeargle, it has Spore, Spiky Shield. Everything has about the things you would expect other than that. But anyways, super excited to try this team. Creators link down in the description below. Let's get into these matches. Alright, Sun Team, Chi-Yu, Walking Wake, Brute Bonnet, Fluttermane, Lunala, and Koraidon. Okay, everything there loves the sun. Scarfrilla is pretty fast. My fear would be Speed Booster on something giving us trouble. Or Scarf Chi-Yu. But if it's Scarf Chi-Yu, we'll see. So I think I just go with the Rilla Mew combo. We need to slow them down. They're a fast team. Then we can come in. Glacial Lance is pretty good against the team, if I'm being honest. But finally, I really want to use Boulder, if I'm being for real. I don't see much value in Indeedee. Sorry, Indeedee. Smeargle is obviously good and could be our lead. I'd be too worried about getting, like... I mean, I'm still going to worry about getting outsped and hurt that way. I'm going to bring Boulder. Boulder can just do so much damage. That's what I need to do here, is damage. If I can get the speed control, I can do big damage. But we'll see what happens. I'll see what their lead is. We'll see if they have a trainer card. The answer is no. It's Saturday, I didn't even have 4 trainer cards. Alright, Koraidon Lunala. The greatest fear I have is they just predict the swamp and set Trick Room. We are faster than Koraidon. But you know what? How about Grass Pledge? Set the Swamp. Set the Swamp. I'm setting the Swamp. Alright, no Tera. Let's see what Mew can do. That is not very good damage. Alright, but we got the Swamp. Alright. Swamp is up. If they set Trick Room, we're in big trouble. They Flame Charge. You're not going to do that and Trick Room. And Moongeist Beam. Are you doubling Rilla, or is that into Mew? That's into our poor defenseless Mew, who lives anyway. Lovely. I'm tempted to go Grass Pledge, Fire Pledge now. set up more residuals. Because now even if you get Trick Room up, I've got something going here. Whoo! Goodbye, Lunala. Yeah, because the Fire Pledge overwrites so it becomes a fire move and it gets boosted in the sun. Yep. Nice. Alright, you're not going to be able to get your Trick Room up. I'm able to set the fire. Oh, that's beautiful. Flame Charge again, trying to get out of this speed issue you've got here, but... you at half speed and plus... You're quartered, and you're +2. So ultimately, you end up at half speed. Which would be, depending on how invested you are, about 100. Probably still faster than Calyrex. So I'm going to bring in Boulder. Who do you got? Walking Wake. Okay. Special attack boosting Wake. Fine. I'm thinking Ghost Tera, Mighty Cleave. And just click Expanding Force into the Koraidon. It won't KO, but it'll do some damage. With this Ghost Tera, I'm hoping we might be able to live either they click Collision Course into us and we block that, or if they click Hydro Steam, I guess there's a chance we live. We might still faint to that. But this Choice Band Mighty Cleave, yeah, it just takes them out. Whoo, boy. There we go. Boulder just ripped somebody in half. Bop. Oh, good damage, but not quite enough. They go for another Flame Charge, taking out Mew. Okay, Mew did its job. This Sea of Fire, is that going to take out Koraidon here? Yes, it is. Let's go. Mew with a KO from beyond. And now we send in the horse. And it's Flutter Mane. Okay. Well, you can't protect. You do get the speed boost. Okay, so Swamp doesn't lower your speed in a way that prevents you from getting the speed boost. But, like, Sea of Fire will take away a Sash if you have it. Boulder hits through Protect if you click that. So, you're totally done, Fluttermane. There's nothing you can do here except KO us both. Yeah, it goes down to Sash. Knew better than to protect, but unless you can Gleam and KO a horse from full. Oh, and you're also slower than our horse. Boom. Too bad. And good game. Wow! The pledges worked! Okay. Get a trainer card, please. Alright, here we got Kyogre, Ice Rider. They've got Amoonguss, Urshifu, Rillaboom, and they have Jugulis. Okay. If they leave Jugulis, they're going to want Tailwind. I'm going to want to put up the Swamp. Rillaboom can at least scare the Kyogre if they go with that lead. If they go with Ice Rider, it's a little awkward. We definitely want our own Ice Rider. Question is on the 4th, and whether I want actually Smeargle, since I'm not necessarily going to be faster. Smeargle is very weak to Urshifu lead. Honestly, Rillaboom's just good in this matchup, even if we don't get the pledges off. So it's definitely Rillamew, Ice Rider. The question is really who's last. Boulder to do some damage. Assuming we get speed control up, it can work. I think that's the way. It's very weak to a lot of what they have, though. But the thing is, what am I going to do? Bring Indeedee or Smeargle and do no damage? No. They've got... I guess Smeargle with the wide guard could be pretty good. Ooh, no trainer card. But I'm not super excited about Spore and Rillaboom and a Moongus. Okay. That's okay. If the fake out... If they fake out Rillaboom, Spore, Mew, I'm in trouble. I think I need to Grass Pledge Protect. As awkward as that is. Because I need to be locked into Grass Pledge. But if I get faked out on my Rillaboom, I could lose the game turn 1. Yeah, and they're gonna Spore Mew. No, they're gonna Pollen Puff Mew. Yeah, okay, I guess that would have been fine. Alright, now we're setting Sea of Fire. Grass Pledge. Fire Pledge. Get that Amoonguss off my screen. Alright, good. They didn't Tera. So we get to set Sea of Fire. Use a really powerful fire move on this Amoonguss. And take it out in one shot. Let's go! I assume U-turn is coming then. Sea of Fire is nice though. I would have liked to set Swamp, but I couldn't afford to. I think we're only in trouble if they pivot in Jugulis, which I don't know if they even brought at this point. It's Ice Rider. Sea of Fire does its thing. That's okay. We have access to grass though, so it's like not chipping too much. If they bring Rillaboom back in, they'll fake out my Rillaboom so I can't use the big pledge move again. Yeah. So I need to get my Rillaboom off the field. Because I'm not going to Tera Water. I'll go into my Ice Rider. And I'll click Fire Pledge into their Calyrex, because, like, damage is damage, even if it's not the combo. It'll do okay. It's a lot weaker without the combo, though. I don't really feel the need to try to set Swamp if they're gonna go Trick Room mode. Fake out at Mew. I could have done it. Aw, man. I assumed they just knew this team. There's Glacial Lance, which we do not live on Mew. Oh. Alright, well, let's see the speed between our two Calyrexes. I would think mine's faster, which is nice. Rillaboom takes some damage and gets some heals. Then our Calyrex gets some heals. Then their Calyrex takes some damage and gets some heals. That's interesting that the Sea of Fire and the grass are like overlapping like that time-wise. But yeah, now I go Boulder. Since you can't protect it. And I just click Glacial Lance, Tera Ghost, Mighty Cleave. I just don't want to get one-shot by Grassy Glide. That's why I have to Tera Ghost here. Yeah, you're in trouble, because you have to Tera your Calyrex to live Mighty Cleave, and you have to Tera your Rillaboom, or U-turn out, I guess. You are faster than my Cali. You could U-turn. You have Kyogre in the back, so I guess you could U-turn into that. Let's see if they Tera their Calyrex. No! Goodbye. It looks like they didn't click Glide. Pretty smart. Probably a U-turn. Woodhammer. Ooh, not quite enough. Good play, though. I respect that play. But yeah, now unless you are Scarf Kyogre, and even if you are Scarf Kyogre, you're still in trouble. Because I have Scarf Rillaboom. Yeah, Scarf Kyogre could still be a problem. Assuming it has Terra Water and can one-shot my Calyrex. But I do have Scarf Woodhammer. I'm not faster than max speed Kyogre if it's Scarf. I don't think it's Scarf. I'm going to click Glacial Lance, Mighty Cleave. It also has presumably some sort of Terra. Alright, they're not Scarf. Mighty Cleave does a ton of damage. And they click Water Spout. Okay. We got him. We got him! With the pledges. Well, with Fire Pledge. Blowing up that Amoonguss was huge. The Sea of Fire chip was okay. I'm not sure how much of a difference it really made since the grass, which they brought and we brought, kind of canceled it out a little bit. But the exploding the Amoonguss was huge. Good game. Get a trainer card. Alright, we've got Terapagos to worry about. Terapagos can get rid of Terrain, which we have 2 of, and Weather, which we have none of. Tornadus, Urshifu, Rillaboom, Blood Moon, and Gothitelle is a little scary. Setting up Sea of Fire could be good at keeping Terapagos' shell down. This team looks so aggressive, though. I wonder if it's like Specs Terapagos. I would like to get Swamp, so I'm going to go with... Oh, you know, Smeargle is interesting. Smeargle's really interesting unless it's an Urshifu lead. If it's an Urshifu lead and we get trapped, that could be a lot of trouble. I think I'm going to go for it, though. I'm going to go Smeargle, Mew, Ice Rider, Boulder. Boulder can just do big damage to anything. Ice Rider can do really big damage to that whole team as well. Being trapped is a little scary. We do have Ghost Terra Smeargle, so we could actually Terra and then switch out the turn after from Gothitelle, if that happens. But hopefully Mew can do something with these pledges. That's a great trainer card. I love Ogerpon Water form. She's so precious. Gothitelle, the exact thing I didn't want to see. Okie doke. Alright, we Terra Ghost. We hope our defense saves us. We click Grass Pledge and Water Pledge because it becomes a big grass move and takes out the Urshifu. And if they set Trick Room because they're smarter than me, then whatever. But I think they're going to fake out. That's why we Terra Ghost. We have Cloak. We have Ghost. Gothitelle swaps. That's not bad. I'll take that. Into Terra. Yeah, and if we see... So if we live, I don't think they want to commit Terra Water. And I'm cool with committing my Terra here because Terapagos blows up things that Terrastalize, and Smeargle's gonna get blown up anyway. Yeah, if our defense EVs can save us from a Surging Strikes, that'd be great. It's into Mew. Oh, Mew eats that. Whatever. Whatever. That's cool with me. Yeah, as long as Mew lives just one turn, we're good. It's Life Orb Urshifu. Okay, Smeargle would have got deleted. Let's combo these moves and you're gone. And we get the Swamp. Heck yeah. Swamp plus Smeargle with Spore is also pretty cool. What we don't have is... Wait, okay, attack up, special attack down, whatever. What we don't have is Follow Me. But do I want to Spore Terapagos or do I want to set Fire? think I want to Spore Gothitelle. You're going to want a Trick Room now. Yeah, I'm going to Spore Gothitelle. And just click Expanding Force into Terapagos to break its shell. They're just going to pop Terapagos. Maybe they are choice. So breaking the shell doesn't really mean much. If they're like choice specs, and they're going to try to get Trick Room up. Now, if you're Goggles Gothitelle, you're not. Lovely. So yeah, I get some damage on Terapagos, then I can sleep the Terapagos, and I can start blasting with Ice Rider. This will be good. Smeargle lives that because of Sash. Mew has done its job. Gothitelle's fast asleep. Did you call this and click Sleep Talk Trick Room? Special attack up. Attack down. None of that matters. Yeah, it's Ice Rider. Because we need to get rid of Gothitelle soon. It could get the one-turn wake and get the Trick Room up. But their Terapagos will then be asleep and we'll have to get a one-turn wake. So I'm like kind of happy with where we're at. Spore Terap. We don't know their last yet, right? So it could be Rillaboom. Spore Terapagos, Glacial Lance. Good night, Turtle. Now Gothitelle could wake up, set the Trick Room, then they outspeed us, but then we have Wide Guard to turn after. Terapagos has to be asleep this turn. Gothitelle could wake up, but doesn't. Alright, that's going to be game, probably. Special attack up. Speed down. Last turn of Swamp. So let me flex the ability that I talked about in team preview with Smeargle. I can swap out because I'm a ghost. I can go to Boulder, and I can Lance. You know, I never checked if it's actually Shadow Tag Goth, I assume. But what you can do in a double battle is try to swap out the first Pokemon, because it won't commit. So if I had tried to swap Smeargle turn 1, it would tell me if I'm trapped or not. And I wouldn't, and if I'm not trapped, I just choose what the second Pokemon does, and it's fine. Okay, Ursaluna eats that, actually. Okay. Ursaluna, you crazy. Leftovers Ursaluna. Oh, it's okay. It's a bulky Ursaluna. The swamp is gone. Our speed control is over, but we got Boulder in. So we can just delete Terapagos with Mighty Cleave. Even if... I don't think they have Protect. Should it be Sacred Sword? I think Mighty Cleave does it. I'm going to click Mighty Cleave, just in case they somehow have Protect and aren't choiced. And just Glacial Lance. Yeah, Mighty Cleave is enough. Let's go Boulder. Choice Band Boulder's so strong. And then Ursaluna could totally be faster than us, but it's so bulky, I don't think it actually will be. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Goodbye. Even if it was faster, like, you could take out Boulder with an Earth Power. You could try to Blood Moon us, but you're not going to be strong enough to take out Calyrex without, like, a crit. Especially because you already used Tera and your leftovers. Good game. Great trainer card. Alright, here we got... Oh, that is a cool team. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, Duskmane Necrozma, Cali Shadow, the only common Pokemon on that whole team. Cresselia, Iron Valiant, Scyther, and Toxapex. I almost missaid Toxapex as Terapagos, because I see more Terapagos than Toxapex. Okay. They have Trick Room. So Swamp may not be perfect, but I think Smeargle Mew is okay. They have a couple Mons faster than Smeargle. So Rillaboom could be the answer. I think Smeargle Sash... Man, this is hard. I think I'm going to go with the standard set pledges, bring Calyrex, and Mew. They have Wide Guard on, like, 2 of their Mons, so I need to be careful about that, but we have Icicle Spear, we have high horsepower. Honestly, Scarf Rillaboom is tempting, too. I just feel like Mew and Smeargle is more important if they go for the Trick Room right away. Touch grass. If they go for the Trick Room lead. Nope. Nope. That's not. I don't know what's happening here. I don't like it. I don't like this. I don't know what's happening. I'm scared. Spiky Shield Protect just to see what's happening? Just go for the pledges? I'm just gonna go for the pledges. I'm gonna go Grass Pledge. I'm gonna Tera to get around a bug move. I don't think a fighting move would come into Mew right here. And I'm gonna click Water Pledge. I want to get the Swamp, because I don't see this as being a Trick Room lead. And I want to take out Valiant if possible. If they double Smeargle and take it out, that's a problem. If they double Mew and take that out, that's a problem. Quick Guard. Okay. Dual Wing Beat. And that takes out Smeargle. Okay. Our defense EVs did not save us. We are not going to get our Swamp. Oh, I'm in so much trouble. All right. I'm gonna go Calyrex. I'm so scared. That Scyther did so much damage. I'm mostly worried about Wide Guard, potentially. I'm gonna Icicle Spear the Scyther, expanding Force Valiant, and just hope for the best. It is Wide Guard. Good to see. Good to see. Now, don't one-shot anybody, please. Dual Wing Beat. Okay, they're probably choiced into that then. Expanding Force should be enough to take out Valiant after that Water Pledge damage. And then Icicle Spear, we might... I don't know, if they're choiced, then Icicle Spear might do it with 2 or 3, but if they're Eviolite, it might take more. Looks like we'll need 3. Don't know if that's Eviolite damage or not. Oh, we don't get him! Okay. Okay, fine. But now we're in big trouble because they have Shadow Rider and we just lose. Yes, exactly. I'm going to protect and I'm going to... not give them a free swap. Oh, geez. Yeah, I protect. I try to hit the horse if I survive long enough. Because then everything could be in Glacial Lance range, maybe. They do click Astral Barrage. That's expected. Now, if they can't KO Mew, and we get some chip damage, that's enough. Oh, boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. We're toast. So toast. Because then anything I click has to be able to hit Necrozma. Alright, beat by a Scyther. Fair enough. If we had led with Rillaboom, it would have worked. Yeah, because then we could delete Valiant, lose something to Scyther, have the Swamp up. Oh, man, should have been Rillaboom. Well, I'm going to click Glacial Lance, and I'm going to click... No, because I can't click Sacred Sword, because I have to hit something. I guess I'm going to lock Mighty Cleave. But I'm probably going to get astraled into oblivion anyway. Boom, 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 boom. Bye. Oh, both of us? Are you Specs? Life Orb at least? I did so much. Life Orb? Life Orb. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. Good game. Scyther. Okay. Good trainer card too. Alright, we're back. I did not expect the pledge combos to work that well. And it may be unfortunate, but by the time this is up, Regulation J will be over. So this Mew, at least it had one last good video here. But I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But anyways, I'm Jordy, and alright, peace.